Peace. Welcome back to my channel. First, let's get the pleasantries out the way. Do me a solid. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's work on my engagement. So now that we got the pleasantries out the way, today I wanted to do a real functional mobility, stability type session. And I went into this session not all the way clear about what I was going to do. Well, one thing I knew I was going to do was I was going to do some sprints, working on some conditioning. So I kick it off with some warm-ups, like some good stretching. So I got real deep into this, what I would call a gorilla squat. And it helped open up the hips, and I was working on stretching out my hamstrings a little bit as well. Now, I don't consider myself flexible by no stretch of the imagination. I feel all kind of impingements and my muscles aren't stretchy or lengthy enough, not a good stretcher. So I do be stretching on the low key, which a lot of people don't see. So right here, I'm doing cross-hack squats. Well, really not squats. I'm just going from left to right to get in that pull on the inner thighs, that pull on the calves, the hamstrings, and I'm getting as deep as I can while still being a little comfortable. Also, I'm maintaining form and not going through the stretch too fast. I'm really taking my time. Now, this go round, I'm utilizing the same stretch, but then I'm implementing, I think it's called the ultimate stretch, to open up my chest to get that pull on the back. And this feels good overall because the hips, the glutes, the hamstrings, it's a total body stretch that feels amazing. And I definitely will admit, I do not stretch enough. So what I would consider today a rest day, an active rest day, it's good to get these stretches in. Now you see I brought my legs in a little bit closer because I'm being aware of my body and how it feels. And there's no ego involved, so if I need to close my legs in, I definitely will. There's no ego. We want to get the best bang for our buck. So I'm feeling good at this point. Some solid stretching, So I'm like, okay, let's get this windmill kettlebell exercise in. Now, my right shoulder, I have issues with. As you can see, I'm kind of favoring it, kind of rounded it off. And just doing this motion, I haven't even got my full grasp on, like, when I go down to my left side with my right arm up, like what is the hang up? Like, what isn't permitting me to go down? So we got the kettlebell in the left hand. So when I use it, my left hand going down with my right side, feels good. And look, my hand is pretty much touching the ground, which I wasn't even conscious of my hand going down that low. So it's a solid stretch right there, right? Hamstrings pulling, back, core. We getting a lot of good solid work in right here. Also note, I'm being controlled. It's a real moderate tempo. I'm not in a rush because this is a stretch. I'm doing this as a stretch, not necessarily a functional working exercise routine. Now look with my right hand in the air, my left side. Yeah, buddy, we got some work to do. We have some work to do. So yeah, my back, my shoulder, It don't hurt, but I feel it. Need to work on loosening up those glutes. Those hamstrings is tight. But around the third rep, see, I got kind of low right there, which was the fifth rep. But that was absolutely phenomenal. So after I got through with the windmill, I went into some, don't know what these is called, but we skipping. We doing some type of runner's exercise. See, I got a little pep in my step. I'm feeling good. So I would consider this all an active rest day routine. I'm not getting the heart rate up. I'm not stressing my nervous system. I'm not stressing no muscles. But just this portion that I'm speaking about. So I'll encourage you to do any of these exercises on your off day or before you even work out. So again, like I said in the very beginning, I wasn't for sure what I was going to do, but I knew I was going to run some sprints though. I wanted to get some sprints in. So I felt so good after that warm-up. I'm like, all right, let me get some box squats in, man. Let me work on my athleticism and my explosiveness. So we got 225. And we just bring 5 or 6 reps. I did this for 2 sets. Right? Felt good. You know, those are good. Got to implement those. So now I get into what I was really coming to do. I wanted to do some HIIT training. You know, I wanted to run about anywhere from 7 to 10 sprints. You know, I don't want to overdo it. You know, always got to be conscious that I don't run that often, so you don't want to push yourself to where you pull your hamstring or something. So right here, I'm really just warming up, just getting a little run in. I think it was at level 5 maybe. Just running a little bit. So I'm going to do 15 seconds on, 50 seconds off. So I increased the speed up a little bit. Maybe this is, I don't know, 9, 10, somewhere up in there. So again, we still just working to work. I wanted to see how it feel. I wasn't for sure if this treadmill went up to 15 or 12 or 15. I wasn't for sure. Because again, I don't run that often. So the moral of this story is that I did anywhere from 6 to 7 sprints. At the maximum was 12, you know, whether it was 12 miles or whatever. It was just 12. That was the max. And so I did 15 seconds running, 50 seconds rest, as you can see, where I'll just straddle the treadmill. And then I get back on the good foot and we run. Man, sprints are amazing. And they definitely should be implemented if you can do them. I'm not advocating somebody that can't run that can't run, or you'll run and hurt yourself. You have to work yourself up to this, but it's phenomenal to do. You know, maybe once a week, once every 10 days. You know, and again, I'll admit, last time I sprinted was maybe 30, 40 days ago. I don't sprint as much as I would advocate. However, I will make a more conscious effort to try to sprint at least every 7 to 10 days, just once, because it's a great exercise and you should be implementing to keep your athleticism up. That's why I like to do it, also for conditioning. So that's the video, man. Get them pleasantries in. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Do all the good shit, man. I'm being consistent. I'm giving you the value. Gonna get better as we go, but we growing, man. It's all continuous improvement. Kaizen, if you don't know, look it up. Kaizen. That's what we're doing, man. We're going to continue to build, continue to be positive, continue to add value. And everything that you want will come. That's the video, man. Peace.